fighting stuff.
It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are here dead early on another edition of such a fantastic show on a fantastic Friday. You're our fantastic viewers and we're so happy that you're joining us dead early. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Darville Gardiner, and clearly we are feeling fabulous on this Friday.
Feeling fabulous on this frigid Friday. It's cold. It's cold.
I enjoy the cold though. It's a nice little break from
the hot.
the sweltering. Yeah, it's like there's no in between here, so you gotta, you know.
This is the kind, yeah, right? She ain't cold. She out there and sleepless.
I know, clearly I'm dressed.
Yeah.
I'm dressed for the cool.
This is the kind
It's
of
cool.
cold where you need to double check your lotion. This is where the different kinds of ashy come out. You either got the powdery ash, it's like a smooth layer, or you got that crusty ash, it like separate into little polygons. Anyway, check your lotion because it's a cold day today, right?
I feel like this is the kind of cold where you find out how committed people are to bathing. You know, like, you know what? It only have to get so cold. Be like,
Like, you know, I don't really
do
need
I
to.
really need to take a shower?
I think I'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're so happy that you're here with us at the end of your week. We hope that you had a great week this week. I had a great week this week. I did some traveling. I'm traveling again today. All the babies and the boys and the children are good. And it was International Women's Day this week. So I hope that you all celebrated all the wonderful women in your life, whether it's in your family, at your workplace, the street you live on. You know, you took the time to appreciate the women around you. Like I appreciate you, Darville, as being
Wow.
a woman in media, setting the trend.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
This is a woman, and we celebrating her. And all the women out there, the women that work with me at Braun, we're a development consultant firm, and we have such a wonderful team of women there. We've got engineers, architects, environmental scientists, project managers, finance folk. We just got a wonderful team of women there to help to drive our organization. And I'm sure if you look at many of our organizations and companies around here, that the women are keeping it afloat. Hey, we just gotta give credit where credit's due. So celebrating all women on International Women's Day, especially you, Dad.
Absolutely, and the great thing is that this is actually International Women's Month. So,
Yay!
you know, previously I think it was Tuesday
Yeah.
was International Women's Day, but the joy doesn't have to end there. You know, we can keep that going and going and going and celebrate all the women in your life. And if you're a woman, celebrate yourself too in this time that we've dedicated to celebrate the strength and genius of women. As you mentioned, actually companies tend to do better when they integrate women into their leadership, and I think that that's important because you need multiple perspectives to make things work.
Sounds like we got our first female prime minister coming up soon. Just put it out there. Let's see what we can do, all right? And we got a great show for you today. Thanks again for joining us. We've got the St. Ambrose Parish, and they're here to talk about their upcoming Lenten Tea Party. And Zamar is here to discuss how events and the orange economy are experiencing an uptick.
We'll discuss the Smart Start initiative with BTVI, and Bahamas Aquatics is here with their Carifta team. We're very excited to talk with them. Zonta wants you to give back for a purpose. Every time you purchase a pineapple sundae from Dairy Queen, proceeds will help Zonta assist PACE as well as the Bahamas AIDS Foundation. And there's still time to register for the Grand Bahama Business Outlook coming up next week, Thursday, March 16th at the Grand Lucayan Resort in Grand Bahama. A diverse slate of speakers from various industries will address the theme Forward, Upward, Onward Together in celebration of the nation's 50th year of independence. Register at tclevents.com to attend. The in-person rate is $165, or you can watch virtually for $100. First, we'll have a check on weather with Godfrey Burnside and then get into our great show.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Darville, and good morning, Bahamas. In your first look at the weather at sunrise, high pressure and dominant west feature across the islands. That's going to shift east, though, later today into tomorrow, make for another cold front to move here late Saturday night, across Grand Bahama, Abaco, and New Providence by Sunday morning. But for the most part, day and nice day in store weather-wise, partly sunny, very warm. Your high temperature 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, you can expect a few clouds around on the mild side. But do expect some increasing cloudiness as free-front activity could move into Grand Bahama, Abaco, late tonight. The low temperature going down to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 85 and 77. In Jamaica, 86 and 72. In Trinidad, 88 and 75. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 86 and 69. Across North America, Atlanta, 59 and 43. In Boston, 48 and 31. In Miami, 84 and 72. Dallas, Texas, 67.58, and Toronto, Canada, 32 and 27. The weekend, for the most part, we'll have a cloudy day on Saturday with some showers, even a possible thunderstorm along that front boundary, particularly over Grand Bahama, Abaco by late Saturday night into Sunday morning. But then clears up by Sunday to a mix of sun and clouds, and then you'll have a nice week before another cold front moves in here sometime on Wednesday. The temperature daytime will be in the low to mid-80s at daytime. At nighttime, the mid-60s to upper 60s. That puts a wrap on your first look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. It's tea party time again. St. Ambrose Parish is holding the Pauline Bastian Lenten Tea Party this Sunday, March 12th. Here to tell us all about it is Father Burton from St. Ambrose Parish and also Kenva Mullings, a member of the parish. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here. Yeah, I know it's early, but hey, we talking about tea. I could do it a cup of tea right now because it's pretty cold this morning, right? I didn't get to finish mine in the car. So can you tell us about Pauline Bastian, who this function is named in honor of?
Okay, let me just give you a little brief history on the Lenten tea. Our Lenten tea has always been a signature or a tradition in our parish for over 20 years. And Pauline has always chaired our fundraising committee for that Lenten time. Also, she served under multiple priests in our parish. And this year, we thought it would be fitting to name our Lenten Tea Party after Pauline Bastian. She also served as a strong role model in our parish, and I'm sure the wider community. Okay.
And we're celebrating women. It's International
Women's Month.
That's
International Women's Month. That's right. So it was fitting.
Good job,
yes.
Right? And so we're celebrating women.
So we're celebrating women, and like I say, she's a strong role model. She is a woman who leads by example. She is somebody with great integrity, I should say, and I worked alongside her as a co-chair for that length of time, and I think she's deserving of it. Yeah. Okay, and much more.
So. And it sounds so. And just the tea party atmosphere itself. I remember as a child being with my grand aunt and my grandmothers and whatnot, and going to these tea parties. And of course, we was waiting on the yellow cake. That's what we was there for. The yellow cake. We didn't really check about the tea. We just wanted the cake. But tell us, why is a tea party such a great event to attend?
For us at St. Ambrose, I would say, okay, it's a time that we get together as family to fellowship and to just show off our creativities, our talent in terms of setting and decorating our tables. We have competition going on. We have, as I say, talent. We have our fashion shows. We have our hat shows. We have performance. So it's a time for us to get together and fellowship as we move into our Easter season.
Yes, and that togetherness is very important.
Very
you know,
important.
meeting outside of the normal church hours, kind of letting your hair down a bit and having
Right.
some fun. During the Lenten season, why is such an event like a tea party important to the parish?
Well, during this Lenten season, we are asked to participate in 3 acts of devotion: almsgiving, prayer, and fasting. And so it's a means of fasting and all that. Usually people drink hot tea. And so it's to subside their hunger and their passions. And so at this time, almost mid-Lent, Mothering Sunday would be next week Sunday, we're going to try to garner the support of the parish, have them sit down in an environment that's to let their hair down, as you said, and we can have some performances, we can have some modeling. Some of the persons in the parish going to model outfits, and then we have the hat shows. You know, women always like hats and all that. So, and we're going to celebrate women because they're celebrating International Women's Day, and so it's a good way of promoting parish life and promoting St. Ambrose. That's why we're here, and so we want to talk about our parish. And so, in terms of our parish is newly built. We've been in existence about a little over 20 years, and so we've been successful at having 2 strong rectors, Father Colin Sanders, who's the initiator of building the parish, and also Archdeacon Dwight Roll, who just left a year and a half ago. And so I've taken up the mantle as a rector a year and a half ago to be the rector. And so one of the initiatives that we are trying to promote with this fundraiser is to try to get our parish hall, our parish activity center. There's a lot of persons in the area that we can reach out to. We have a band, a vibrant marching band that meets Tuesdays and Thursdays and practices on Saturdays, and we have girls' guides, we have other organizations, Sunday school. We want the Sunday school to be enclosed in an environment where it's conducive for learning and conducive for exchange. So we only have a tent outside, so we're now trying to put legs on our dream. And so this is a year to get our groundbreaking done to build our activity center and to have persons know that we're not just talking it. This dream is now a vision, and we're going to embrace it. We're going to put legs and arms on it, and so that people can see it and say, okay, yes, this is what we're going to do. And so the way forward is promoting family life, promoting, I was coming up in the car this morning, I would say that usually when you have stuff that are named in honor of people, you know that they're great. We have Paul Faxon, Police Headquarters Center, then you have the Pauline Bastian Tea Party. So it means that the individual has possessed some great talent, some hidden treasure that other persons would have seen and would have done their best to say, well, let's try to salute this person while they're living. Give them their flowers while they're living. They can smell it and they can appreciate the person's giving them their honor and their due while they're able to receive it.
Well, congratulations again on your appointment, all the great things that the parish is planning. And, you know, faith without works is dead, right?
Yes,
so you guys are putting your foot forward, having this event, not only celebrating Pauline Bastian, but also bringing the church together. And it's a fundraiser. So for our viewers who are out there who might be interested, tell us who should attend this event? Who need to come to the tea party?
Okay, this event, we sell this event by tables. So we at the point where I have to say we are sold out. We are sold out. We up to 40 tables, and at this time we're unable to.
That's okay. People might want to stand in the road. You can come out there with a little tray and
yes,
get some tea, right?
you know. But the event will be at St. John's College at 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. But like I say, we have sold out. But I would say out there, anybody under the sound of my voice, we talk about women. We talk about strong women in our society, in our country, and this is a fundraiser for us. So there might be a strong women in a family out there that willing to maybe give a donation towards our efforts. Okay, we are open to that if that's something they would like to do, and put it in honor of a strong woman in their family, you know, who might have already passed or still with them.
If somebody wants to reach out,
if somebody wants to reach out, feel free. Our church is located on Gladstone and Carmichael Road, St. Ambrose Parish. You can just call the church office. Somebody is there between the hours of 10 and 3:30 to assist you any which way.
Perfect. Okay. And for those who are attending, quickly, what is the dress code? How should we be showing up for this tea party?
It's high end, which means you wear your fascinators, your nice gown, your gloves, your whatever.
Tuxedo. I don't even know what a fascinator is, but it sounds fancy.
Yes, it's a fancy.
And the most important thing is don't forget your pinky, right? When you're drinking the tea.
That's right.
Well, we'd like to thank you both for coming on this morning, talking about St. Ambrose Parish and the Pauline Bastian Tea Party. I'd like to thank you, Father Burton, for being here, and Kenva Mullings. It sounds like it's going to be an exciting and successful event. You're already sold out, and so we wish you future successes and look forward to more from St. Ambrose.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for being here.
Yes. You're watching Mamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Attention customers, next Tuesday, a major hurricane will cause complete confusion and chaos throughout the entire Bahamas. Water, phone, and internet services will be in short supply. Definite data loss is expected to all local and family island businesses.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Be ready with push-to-talk service that keeps you connected with your workforce with a simple push of a button. Contact the experts today at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Island.
With so much going on in the world today, only accepting cash at your business can be risky. Let Fidelity offer you and your customers safety, convenience, and the flexibility of a fixed or mobile terminal. Take it with you, on the move and on the go, because business should never stop. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit us at any of our branches.
Hi, I'm Ria Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, local international banks that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
The islands of the Bahamas. Fly away.
Welcome back. The COVID pandemic affected many industries, but large events like concerts and conferences dried up completely. Now, the orange economy is seeing an uptick, and public events are back in full swing. Here to talk with us about this is Kay-Andra Gardiner, Vice President of Business Development at Zaymar, and as it happens, my sister-in-law. Good morning, and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, Darville, and it's definitely a pleasure to be back.
So Zaymar is all about event production. How did those years of the pandemic affect your business?
With the pandemic, it definitely affected our business because events went away, meetings, conferences all got canceled. I remember March coming back from a conference, and within a week We were told programs that were later in the year were canceled, and then the immediate, and then we just saw an entire year just in essence disappear from our calendar. So when that started to happen, the reality started to set in terms of what was happening to our industry and how it's directly affected by tourism and people's desire to meet in person. But we did what we had to do during that time and switched to more virtual platforms, assisted clients in making that transition as well. But we're excited about what 2022 started to become and now what 2023 is and what the forecast for the next year to 2 years is looking like.
You know, you mentioned during the pandemic, that was pretty much, I mean, you had to pivot, but of course that was a shutdown of your primary source of business.
Yes.
How did that affect your staff?
To be very honest, we had to make some really tough decisions. We were able to, for several months, be able to maintain our full complement of persons who were a part of our team, but we had to make some tough decisions, like I said. But we've been very fortunate last year and now into this year to supersede where we were with that staff complement prior to the pandemic, and it's definitely a sign that the times are back.
When did you first see that resurgence of events and this kind of business?
I would have to say it was closer to February of 2022, actually, that we started to really see an uptick in business. And not just at one particular hotel, major hotel property on the island, but at both of them. And then we started seeing more national events come back into play, and then we started seeing other local entities decide to put on events in person. So 2022 February, and then by July, August, the year was in full swing with events through all different elements of the events and meetings industry.
I want to say that I'm personally privy to just how busy you are. Can you talk about some of the recent events that you've done?
Sure. So this year we've had the pleasure of working with a lot of Fortune 500 companies on the island for their conferences. We also were able to help the Bahamas government launch our Road to 50 Independence. We've also been working on a few upcoming events as well, like the Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival, the Lizzo concert that's coming up. So we've been working with different companies throughout the country as well as Cable Bahamas to make sure that their events are a success.
So in terms of the Atlantis Food and Wine Festival, this is something that's never been done there before. Lots of people are looking forward to it. Tell me about Zamar's role in that particular event.
So with the event, there are a lot of in-person demonstrations as well as a jerk event that's happening on the closing of the event. And so we're working with them to make sure that the demonstrations are streamed as well as shown to a lot of the persons in the audience, and then we're also supporting that concert event that's happening as part of the Jerk Festival during that festival.
How do companies like Zamar affect the orange economy, not just our tourism product, but the orange economy in general?
So with our business, we involve a lot of creatives that are part of our processes from the planning perspective as well as the concept development and the execution of their events or just their adverts, and that we help them to produce and develop. And so we have a lot of persons in that field that are part of our industry, and so that's how we contribute. When we have a staff complement and making sure that they're fairly compensated, and then they take that back into the local economy between their families and the way that they travel and how they expend what they make for their services.
Do you think that Bahamians or people in general maybe misunderstand or don't have an appreciation for the significance of providers who facilitate large events and what that means for our economy?
Definitely. A lot of people generally just think that putting up a sound system or a stage is something that doesn't take a lot of time, energy, or effort, but there's a lot of pre-development that goes into the process. And so there's usually a misunderstanding about large events, but also smaller events, because while we do a lot of concerts, our everyday meetings that we help bring clients' visions to life for is what really drives what we do. And right now, with a team that's over 50 persons that work with us on an everyday basis, our contribution is definitely significant.
So what's next? What do you see in the future of Zamar this coming year or in the years to come?
Really, I see an expansion on the services that we provide. A lot of people know us for our production arm of what we do, but we also have other elements of our services like Island Pearls International that does a lot of event planning and destination management. And then we have Scott's House Media, that's a part of what we do that deals with a lot of brand development, social media management, advertising. And then of course we have the music project that is something that's very dear and near to our hearts involving the next generation of musicians and entertainers. So just expanding on all of those opportunities to further enhance the Orange economy and give back to our community is what I see. We have a few other projects that are coming on stream very soon that I know I'll be back to talk about. I can't just divulge it just yet, but we're definitely on a growth spurt, and we're encouraging persons to learn more about who we are, what we do, and how we can help them make their events exceptional.
You know, we just celebrated International Women's Day this week.
Yes.
And of course, you are a second generation leader. You're a vice president in a family business that has persisted for over 30 years.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be in this position?
Honored is how I would say that I feel about being in the position. So being able to see what my parents have built and then coming in to contribute to that, it's definitely something that I'm honored to be a part of. People sometimes question why I'm not in other industries or working for other companies. And the thing is, I have done that. And I've still come back to what we've built as a family. And so being able to take that on to another generation and hopefully future generations is very important. A lot of times in Black families and in Bahamian businesses, we don't get to see the business go beyond one generation. And if we do, the next generation doesn't uphold a lot of the values that the business was founded on. And I'm very proud of the fact that I'm able to say that I continue to help build on that legacy and stand firm on a lot of the principles that my dad and my mom started when Seymour started almost 38 years ago.
That's a long time.
Very long time.
But it seems like it's been a good time.
It has been a good time, and working also now with my brother has also helped with that, and just seeing the continuity and just having everyone feel a part of the family. A lot of times we don't see ourselves as that, but we spend so much time in the office and around our team members. So it's just a big family.
I love it. And I'm grateful to be affiliated with the family.
Yes, we're glad to have you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And all the best with the event.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
The Euro device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
You watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Lenten, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Lenten's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
And good morning. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are here at the Mid Show. Thank you for sticking with us. It's been a wonderful show thus far. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Darville Gardiner.
And we had a good chat in the first half of the show. I'm all about the tea parties, right? First of all, what was the thing called? A fascinator? What is it?
Fascinator.
What is that?
It's a hat. Or
it's the forehead hat?
If a headband and a hat had a baby, it would be a fascinator.
So that's the ones that don't sit on top. They like always clutch to the side,
right?
Like hanging off.
So you put the decoration, the base is a headband, and then you put the regalia.
Obviously, that's for women, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So what do guys wear to tea parties? They say a tuxedo and your, what's the thing you wear? Your cummerbund and your tails.
Like the scissor tails.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I
tell you, got to bring your pinky.
I've never actually seen a man at a tea party.
Really?
Yeah, not like as a guest, but
actually,
not
let me
working.
think about it. I went to these as a child with my Grammy and grand aunts, and we just used to be running around being bad until it was time to eat yellow cake, right?
And that's why men aren't invited to tea parties.
You just be standing on the outside. We're there for the cleanup, and we're there for the cake, right?
Yeah.
But the pinky thing, do you know where the whole drinking tea with your pinky thing comes
I got that from an etiquette book. So that you shouldn't hold, I don't know, your pinky somehow makes it less elegant if you grasp it like that. You have to be dainty.
Yeah, but you gotta hold the cup like this.
Well, that's why these fingers have to be strong. You have to have a level of finesse. That's how you have to practice your etiquette.
Yeah. And I enjoyed the conversation with Zayma.
Yeah, that was actually great. I mean, it's kind of fun to interview my sister-in-law, but they've been doing a lot of really exciting things. And in the context of the orange economy, that's a really important conversation. I think people overlook, when it comes to our tourism product, many people come over here for events. Right. I've been, just casually going through Bahamas, and it seems like every time I'm there, it's some large company is having a convention, or if they're having a staff retreat. These things really do draw great tourism numbers. So I'm happy to see things in Uptick and happy to work with them.
Always happy to see family-owned businesses and working through the generations, remaining successful. So congratulations to that group. Looking forward to seeing much more great things come out of you in the future. And speaking of the future, we got a great second half coming up. We're going to be talking with BTVI about their Smart Start initiative.
And Bahamas Aquatics is here with their newly ratified Carifta team. But now, let's take a second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Darville. Good morning, Bahamas. In your second look at weather at sunrise, high pressure and downward feature. That's going to shift towards east later today, make for another cold front to move here sometime on Saturday night to Sunday morning, and bring with some increasing cloudiness and the possible thunderstorm, particularly the extreme northwest Bahamas, as some free frontal activity will move in sometime late tonight into tomorrow. In your marine forecast today, we have a small craft advisory posted because of northeasterly swells. So today winds southeast to south at 10 knots or less, seas 1 to 3 feet in northwest and central Bahamas, but those swells are up to 9 feet. Northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots, seas to 4 feet over the southeastern islands. On Saturday, those winds become west to northwest at 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet in northwest Bahamas, southwest to west at 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Still those northeast swells up to 9 feet. Then on Sunday, those winds east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 northwest and central Bahamas, light and variable seas 1 to 3 feet over the southeastern islands, still have those swells up to about 8 feet. Your tides. You can expect a high tide at 9:26 this morning. Your next low tide will be at 3:38 this afternoon. High gain tonight at 9:50. Sunset will be 6:15 this evening, rising more at 6:22. UV index 8. Your water temperature 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And the moon phase, full moon. So go to the weekend. Expect some clouds on Saturday into Sunday morning as that front passes through. Pre-front start will pass through on Saturday, and that front passes through late Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then those temperatures will be in the mid-80s at daytime, mid-60s at nighttime. Through the weekend, we look at a mix of sun and cloud. Another cold front moves through on Wednesday. It'll bring some showers and possible thunderstorms also, and they'll take a dip into the low 80s at daytime and the lower 60s at nighttime. That puts your Rahming and fun look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. Bahamas Aquatics has named its 39-member team to represent the Bahamas at the Carifta Swimming and Open Water Championships happening next month in Curacao. Here to talk with us is the entire swimming team, but not the whole team. We've got Camron Bruney, we've got the head coach, we've got Mancer Roberts Jr., assistant coach, we've got Caellum Darville, we've got Katie Goulandris, they're all swimmers, and we've got Kiana Higgs, everybody. Kiana Higgs in the house, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being up with us dead early on Bahamas at Sunrise. Welcome. Now, I know as swimmers, y'all are used to being up early and in the pool before sunrise, right? So this is easy. This is easy stuff. So, Coach, you've been here before. We've talked about your swimmers and your teams. So your swimmers toughed it out to fight for a spot on their team, on this team. Congratulations. What was that like?
It was a nice experience trying to get them ready. It was pretty difficult the year, to be honest. But everybody have their difficulties, and we end up sticking it out. So now we in this position to go to Curacao and compete in the month.
Yeah, boy, I congratulate you all again. I know just as much as the swimmers work hard, the coaches also work hard, and the parents. I got to shout out the parents. You know, those who support their children, drop them off, buy all the gear, sit out there by the pool, trying not to row at the parents, but celebrate their children. So congratulations to all the families involved. What makes this such a strong team?
I think the depth of it. I think we have some good swimmers in each category. And I think we have some people who are going to score a lot of points in each category, so especially the relays. So I think we have an all-around good team. I think we have some weak positions, but I think that's in every team. You know?
Right. Well, you know, it's the team effort. You know, the teamwork makes the dream work, right? Katie, let's talk about you. What is your race, and how do you feel about the competition at Carifta? Are you ready?
Yes, I feel ready. I'm swimming all the breaststroke races in the 4 IM, and I'm really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. And was breaststroke always your favorite race or your best stroke?
Yeah, it was.
That's good. That's good. Well, wishing you success as well. We're looking for you guys to come back with gold medals. Caellum, you are on the open water boys team. How do you feel about heading to Curacao?
Definitely nervous. My first Carifta swimming the 5K, so that's a lot, but gonna thug it out. Yeah,
man, we're rooting behind you. So open water, so I guess it's not in a pool, you're out
in the ocean. Right. Yeah.
So you can be fighting off, you know, all the sea life, and are they gonna be following you and rooting you along, right?
Hopefully they're cheering for me.
And they're cheering for you, man. You're from the Bahamas, they know. So Ms. Higgs, tell us, what race are you in and how did you prepare?
I am an all-around swimmer, but primarily a backstroker. So I'm swimming 50 back, 200 back, both of the individual medleys, 200 fly, and 400 free.
Ooh,
so a little bit of everything. And I am very excited, but pretty nervous.
That's fine. You channel that nervous energy, and that's adrenaline. That's ready to burst out the seams, right? So you channel that and you go for it. I mean, backstroke, like, I'm not a swimmer, but that's the one stroke that tries to drown me. I cannot backstroke. So the fact that you can do all of those races, backstroking, I congratulate you. You're amazing. Coach, so how have the swimmers been training, and what have you been focusing on over the past few weeks and months?
Well, the last few weeks been preparation for the trials, which we had last weekend. I think everyone was really focused on the trials, and now we have a team selected, so now kind of transitioning into the next phase, which is preparing for the actual meet. So I think we're now going to start to see some of the team get together on Saturdays, starting tomorrow. We'll have a group practice and really just get each swimmer to know their teammates, know the coaches, know the staff that's going to be at the event with us, and really just take a happy, excited group to Carifta, to Curacao, so that we can defend the championship.
Yeah, boy, even defend the title. You know, we's big things when it comes to swimming now. Coach, what words of encouragement do you have for your team members that are here and that are watching?
I think in a 4-day meet, sometimes there's a lot of ups and downs, and sometimes swimmers go into the expectation that the 4 days gonna go as well as it's gonna be, and that's not gonna be the case. You're gonna have a bad swim. Obviously, we want to have good swims, but it's important not to get down. And if you see somebody down, be able to pick that person up.
I love that about you. I want to be a part of this team, man. It's so supportive, such love and energy. I was going to ask each of you, how do you feel about your team members, and what's the vibe like? Are you competitive with your team members, or you push each other along?
I feel like we push each other along very well, and I feel like it's always fun to get to know each swimmer, especially at the Carifta practices. I feel like it's a really good way to get to know the team before you actually travel, so you're familiar with everybody before you travel, so there's no new faces.
That's good. Knowing your teammates, that way you can back them up. You're shouting for them. If you're in a relay, you want to swim for your teammates, right? You want to make sure you push the next one ahead. Caellum, I'm going back to this open water. So were you always just great at swimming on the beach? Did you always like being in the ocean? And did you like just go swim off as a child and we had to go find you?
Well, with me, I started as a long distance swimmer, so that's swimming the 800s and the 1500s. And one weekend I was just like, okay, I'll try it. And I did it. So here we are.
And here we are, right? And Katie, is this your first time to the Carifta Games, or have you been previously?
Yes, this will be my first time.
And how does it feel for the first time going to compete at this level in Curacao?
It's all very new, and I'm very nervous, but looking forward to it and super excited.
I'm going to ask the coaches again, what's the key to bringing home the title? What has to happen on the ground for the Bahamas to bring home, what is it, a 6th straight title? Tell us what has to happen on the ground.
I think they just have to go out there and do what they're capable of doing. You know, not overthinking anything. Somebody like Katie, like she said, it's her first time going. So the amount of nerves and energy that she's going to have is something that she could channel to be so much better, not just at that meet, but moving forward. Right. You know, so just do what they're capable of doing. You know?
Do what needs to be done. Bring the title home and let us all celebrate you. Coach, tell our viewers before we go, if there's anybody that wants to support the team, come out and maybe watch practices, cheer them on. What's the best way for Bahamians to support this swimming team going to Carifta?
Well, I guess Bahamas Aquatics is going to do a good job sharing some of the practice schedules via their social media and webpage. But we will, like I said, start this Saturday at the Betty Kelly Canning Aquatic Center for our first team practice. I'm sure I will have some support from parents, but I'm sure the public is welcome to come and see us in action. And we're going to be here, we're going to be around, we're going to be present, and we're looking forward to a good meet.
Awesome, and we're looking forward to y'all going to Curacao and bringing back the title again. Are you ready? I could be at the airport with the cowbells, John Canoe costume, and everything. So just congratulations to you guys again as swimmers and your families and friends for supporting you. Congratulations to the coaches. We're looking forward to y'all coming back with the gold.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for being up with us dead early. The pool right outside, so we can go catch some. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise, and we'll be right back.
the islands of the Bahamas. Fly away.
The Euro device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
Since 1967, Freeport Oil Company Limited has been dedicated to fueling growth and prosperity in the Bahamas. We have been a constant pillar within the country, striving to invest and support our community through the best of times and the worst of times. For us, Full Call represents 21 years of strength and consistency, consistent leadership, consistent growth, consistent customer service. Through it all, we are resilient. Full Call, fueling growth for people.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, a local international bank that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together, or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
What do you want from a cloud solution? You want flexibility and edge? You want to modernize applications with the ability to deliver new ones with lightning speed. You want an infrastructure that's automated, secure, cost-effective, and scalable. You want to give the end user the freedom they want with the control you need. You can't get all that from just any cloud. You need something better. You need Bahamas Cloud. Contact the experts today at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
One thing, two things, blue thing, all things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right, and in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
TCL Group and Cable Bahamas Business Solutions present Grand Bahama Business Outlook 2023 under the theme Forward, Upward, Onward, Together. Our keynote speaker is the Honorable Chester Cooper, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation. Come join us at the Grand Lucayan Resort on Thursday, March 16th or attend via Zoom. Register today at tclevents.com.
Welcome back. The Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, or BTVI, is launching its Smart Start initiative, offering a series of workforce readiness certificate programs for high school students who are not able to complete their education due to the COVID-19 pandemic or other challenges. Here to talk with us about this are Valderine Major, Smart Start Coordinator, Treyon Smith, Electrical Installation Smart Start student, and Cierra Rahming, Nail Technology Smart Start student. Good morning to you all, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, Ms. Major, what is the purpose of the Smart Start program, and who's eligible to participate?
Smart Start, it's a workforce readiness Smart Start program. This program was designed for students during the pandemic, 2020 to 2022. These students would have fallen along the wayside. They drop out of school for whatever the reasoning was. And this program is geared towards that student to give them a pathway to a trade.
And what are the 4 courses being offered at this time?
Currently, it's 4 certificate programs. It's beauty trade. In the beauty trade, those students would learn, well, we have the beauty trade, and under the beauty trade, we have 3 different categories. We have barbering, for those persons who want to do barbering. We have natural hair, and we have nail technology. And then the other certificate program would be construction. And in the construction field, you have tiling, HVAC, which is air conditioning, you have electrical, you have plumbing. We also have plumbing, tiling, electrical, HVAC. We have masonry, we have welding as well. And then we have auto mechanic. Now, that is a sought after as well. You have auto mechanic, we have braking system, diesel system, we have brakes and suspension, to likes of the auto mechanic. And then also, the final one is fashion, which is garment making.
Wow, that is an exhaustive list, and that's excellent that students have all those opportunities. To Cierra, you are part of the nail technology or nail, I'll say nail technology department in the Smart Start program. What was that experience like for you, and how did you learn about it?
I actually saw an advertisement about it, and I was fresh out of high school, and I was like, okay, this is an opportunity given to me by a school, and it was free of charge, so why not take the opportunity? Because you never know where opportunity will lead you. So I chose nail technology, and it was such a blessing because not only do you learn about that specific trade that you are in, you also get multiple classes that help you along the way to help you explain like modern, Microsoft Word, Excel. It also teaches you how to work a basic computer. And for some of those, they learn their maths, they strengthen their math and language skills. We also learn how to make resumes and how to do an interview. So it's not just about the trade, you learn about the whole workforce in general.
And how has that affected your personal confidence? Just knowing that at this point, you know, you really have a grasp on a trade. You have a grasp on a lot of soft skills that help you in the workplace. How has that experience made you feel about yourself?
I feel like it has made my value even higher because that is something that I can rely on, even being my own entrepreneur. So it's given me such a confidence boost, a high confidence boost, to say that I can do this myself.
Treyon, you've done the electrical installation course, so you're participating in it. How has that experience been for you?
Well, it's been a long journey. When I first started, I didn't know anything. I couldn't put 2 wires together. So as the course group went on, I could feel myself learning as much as like the teacher. He's a wonderful instructor. I could watch the class as well as myself. We're just growing together. We got smarter. And when it was time to actually go into the field, because I recently just got an internship, when it was time to go in the field, I did so well. And it was surprising because to see a 17-year-old that know how to scale and heat pipes and do so many different things, it was very surprising.
So do you feel, this sounds like the Head Start program, not just the Smart Start. Do you feel like this has really given you a head start on your career?
Of course, yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Major, I want to come back to you and ask about the features of the program. So he touched on an internship, an apprenticeship. Talk about all of the things that students will experience if they participate in the Smart Start program.
The beauty of the Smart Start program is
the students are afforded a wide variety of areas. We have employability skills. Students were able to build their resume. They were able to be able to carry themselves in the manner in which they ought to carry themselves. The program allowed these, and beautifully, both these students here did really well in the program. But what the program allowed the student to do was to develop. We were able to develop our students. The Smart Start program allowed us to, when we looked at construction, for example, we have literacy and numeracy in our program. All our students have to do some form of literacy and numeracy. And the literacy and numeracy actually speaks to the trade. So that was one of the beautiful things in the program. Also, in our program, we have international certification attached to our program. For example, all our students going through the program will be OSHA certified. So that's a big one. The students who are in construction, they would have done basic NCCR certification, again another international certification. So at the end of the day, our students are well equipped because we're not only touching the practical, but we're also touching soft skills for our students.
So Cierra, interestingly enough, you did the nail tech course and then you returned for the electrical installation course. Why was that something that you wanted to do?
I think that my experience, it was just so well. Thanks to Miss Major here, she gave us even better. She gave me the option to come back. I am currently studying electrical engineering, so I thought taking the electrical course up, it will help me get ahead in my studies. And I just thought it also give me a better way to get internships and further myself in my major, in my industry I want to be in.
I love it. That's a diverse set of skills to have, and it can't hurt to have a diverse set of skills. Treyon, you've had this experience. Is this something that you would recommend to other students?
Yes, Mom, I would, because a man with a trade is never broke. And that's
Hello.
So I would recommend it to any young person, because once you're over the age, once you're 16 and over, you are eligible to take the course. So I would, I would recommend it. Yes,
awesome.
Mom.
And finally, Ms. Major, if somebody wants to sign up for the program, how do they do that?
Well, they can contact BTVI. It's www.btvi.edu.bs. They can go online. They apply. To the very end of the page, you see Workforce Readiness Smart Start.
Okay.
They select that and they can apply. The program doesn't only cater to 16 and over. It caters to all students who would have dropped out of school.
Okay. So
So those students who are under 16, we will need parental consent. And it's very easy. It's beautifully said that our program is free of charge. There's no cost to this program. Students can just go online, fill out the application. We are open, we're excited, and we want our students. And our motto, hashtag, don't count us out. Don't count us out.
I love
so
it.
that is what we're looking at, and we are really, really excited. We are excited. We are out there. We are campaigning. We're knocking on doors. We're asking these students, come to us. We want you. And why we want you? We want to give you a trade. When you get this trade, you can either go into your own business, become an entrepreneur, or you work with someone. This program gives you 30 hours of community service. We place our students with persons who can mentor them, persons who can take them to the next level. This is where we want to go, and this is where we're going. So we are very excited about this program, and we're getting our persons. We're out there, and we're really working hard to get these people, our young people, to participate.
You are very excited, as you should be. This is an excellent program. Congratulations to all of you.
It's free.
For your participation. Yes, it's absolutely free. The BTVI Smart Start program. It's a win-win-win all around. It's absolutely free. You definitely want to sign up today. Thanks for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Grand Bahama Business Outlook is back in person and better than ever. Join us on Thursday, March 16th at the Grand Lucayan Resort for a full day of engaging presenters convening under the theme Forward, Upward, Onward, Together. Keynote address by Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper. Moderators are Felicia Woods-Hanna and Dr. Kenneth Romer. Our presenters are the Honorable Ginger Moxie, Charnette Thompson, Deverson Warner, Mark Weller, Jeffrey Beckles, Dr. Linda Davis, Sonia Brown, and Keith Roy. There will also be panel discussions, one featuring Barry Malcolm, Ian Roll, James Carey, and Thomas Dean, and the other featuring Dennis DeVoe, Clynette Fowler, and Henry Smythe. Don't miss this valuable networking opportunity. Register today at tclevents.com or call 322-1000.
One thing, two things. Blue thing, all things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right, and in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
It has been a fabulous Friday on Bahamas at Sunrise, and we are ending it on a super fabulous note. We are having a special cake and wishing a happy birthday to two of the most important members of our team, our producer, Suzette Parker, as well as one of our producers, Margaret. And so we are looking forward to a fantastic week. We wish you ladies happy birthday,
Happy
Mon.
birthday.
Was it a happy birthday?
Most.
I'm so happy. So we're wishing you a wonderful weekend. And guys, I think we should close out with a song. Anybody feeling it? Who wants to raise it? We have to sing you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy bless you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, we're stopping there? Well, we love each of these ladies, and we love all of you. Thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Be sure to tune in on Monday.